Sonic 84-7. I'm going to talk about what my new story is about, and what this story is going to be about. It's called It's called a Sega Sonic Christmas Carol, and this is about Dr. Eggman, who's greedy and selfish, and the free ghost of Christmas past, present, and it will feature Andrew the cat in my story. And Andrew the cat is actually this ghost thing, because that's me, who's a human being version of this cat, which is me, telling the story about how Sonic, Tails and Knuckles has to save Christmas, or should I say Sonic, Tails and Knuckles has to save Christmas in their own ways, and how it's going to develop into a story. And there's going to be Tiny Tim, which I was going to use Tiny Tails actually rather than Tiny Tim as a character, because I wanted it to be different for the story. So Tails the fox is trying to be Tiny Tim, because it's about his fox family. So Armus Prower, and I'm not sure what the female mother is, but it is literally kept secret. So an Armus Prower is going to be Terry Hatchet, or whatever his name is. He's going to be Cratchit, is it, or something? Cratchit, sorry. Lord Cratchit, and Dr. Eggman is going to be the Scrooge of the story, because I wanted to evolve into a Christmas story, and I just wanted Sonic, and this magic. So, yeah, the story begins where it begins in such a way that you lot wouldn't believe. Well, it's my story, really, and it all because of this reason. It was a nice day. It was a nice day at Planet Mobius, which was a nice place. Dr. Eggman was saying, yes, they're not on Earth anymore. They're on Mobius, and because they went back to their world. In Sonic X, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it begins where they start off on Planet Mobius, and it's a nice day, and then it starts to snow. Now everybody is having fun and singing Christmas carols, but Dr. Eggman doesn't like Christmas. He is literally punctuated. He is greedy, selfish, and jealous, and that's what makes Eggman an evil scientist. But we want to break the mold to make him a good guy at the end of the story, because we want to show Santa Claus, who actually says, if you don't believe in me, then this is what is going to happen, is your plan's going to backfire at Christmas time, because the spirit of Christmas. And every time it's Christmas, your plans and your machines and your evil things will not happen. Only when you're good, you'll start realizing the truth. So this is kind of like telling Dr. Eggman how he is Scrooge. And I wanted it to be where he comes out and he's, at the end of the story, I just wanted to show that he's happy and his heart grew bigger and stuff, like the Grinch, where his heart came big and wasn't tiny no more, and you started becoming kinder and friendly with Sonic and his friends, and he wanted to be friends with Sonic and the Freedom Fighters. So they decided to hatch a celebration, and Dr. Eggman at the end says Merry Christmas to Tiny Tails instead of Tiny Tim, because that's what the story's about. So yeah, the story begins it's got like 7 years later, after Christmas is ruined, in it, where Dr. Eggman owns this city, and they're literally living in the peaceful area of the city, which is not ruled by Dr. Eggman, only a certain part of the city, because you can only rule one part of the city. You can't rule loads of lands. It's impossible unless you're a MP or something. So yeah. So this Christmas story scavenger ganja will happen. I have plans for it, but I'm not exactly going to make it perfect because there's going to be a lot of mistakes made, and it's going to be a lot of mistakes are going to be made in the story. It's going to be nothing to do with video games. It's just going to be Christmas. It's going to be where Sonic's actually in Green Hill Zone, and Tails is coming from Emerald Hill Zone and is flying to Green Hill Zone to meet up with Sonic. And they go to celebrate daytime on the floating island where Christmas, because Knuckles invited them to a party on his floating island, so they have like a party celebration on the floating island. So that will be something to look forward to. Also, Tikal and Perfect Chaos will be there. Not Perfect Chaos, Chaos Zero. Sorry, Perfect Chaos would be disaster. But Chaos Zero is going to be there. Charles are going to be there. Shadow the Hedgehog, Rouge the Bat. They're all going to be there to celebrate Christmas. Rouge doesn't take the emerald though, because she knows it's Christmas, and what the hey is because it's Christmas. They just do their own. So yeah, you're gonna get friendship with Knuckles with Rouge, but also friendship with Shadow with Rouge. My confusion was, isn't Rouge in love with Shadow? But why is he in love? Why is she in love with Knuckles? I don't know whether she's in love with Knuckles or Shadow. I don't know which one she'd rather the best, because out of the two, I gotta admit, okay, I admit, Shadow can be bad ass character, and so can Knuckles, in their rightful way, but Shadow isn't as badass as Knuckles, in my opinion, because he did knock the Chaos Emeralds out to Supersonic, so that makes him a badass character, whereas Shadow could have, like, literally shot Sonic, and took away his power, and just shattered him, or take one of the Chaos Emeralds before he turned Super. It would have been a weird ending, but you know, that's the way it is. And yeah, if you like for me to make a new story, I hope I can help, because I like Sonic, and to be honest, I don't want any hate that's of Sonic, and I just thought I'd help by making a story about how this is called Sega and Sonic Christmas Carol, because it's about Sonic. It's not about Sega characters, it's just about Sonic characters, because it's all about Sonic being on Mobius and trapped on and being celebrating it on the 48. So yeah, it'd be something like that. And then something bad happens, and then he gets haunted by three spirits where Santa Claus, but Andrew the cat, who is actually an angel cat, yeah, I know, instead of Annabelle, is like taking the part in it where he has a heart on the angel thing with an A on it and a thing. No, this is not an Annabelle thing. He has a yellow t-shirt and stuff, and he has wings coming out, and he's a white cat. Yeah, I know, it's wrong to put a white cat in there. It could have been in blue, but I decided white. But yeah, he's literally telling the story in his way. It starts off where me, who's Andrew the cat, but as a cat version, but imagine me as a cat version, telling the story to little children, because this is actually targeted towards children. No swearing will be involved. I promise that there won't be any swearing in my stories, so you'll be happy in the story section of this, because I think Sonic X, I think that this story is actually called, well, actually the story is called Sonic X, A Christmas Carol, but I changed it to Sega and Sonic, because it's supposed to be based on the Sonic X franchise, but it is changed from Sonic X to a Sega and Sonic Christmas Carol, because Sega is the company for Sonic, so, you know. So yeah, I will be doing stories, and I promise you there won't be any swearing, there won't be any nudity, it won't be any nakedness, it won't be blood, it won't be splashed about, anything like that, because it is actually targeted for the kids. So my story will be for children, and I will come out with it. It's just at the moment I haven't got any ideas for what. I got the idea, but I need to watch Scrooge to get the idea out again. So yeah, I'm literally coming in. So yeah, I read Lion King now. Once my memory is empty on my SD card, then I'll be able to do that. So I'll keep you posted for the Christmas story. So yeah, so there's no end of recording really. If fans who are adults like to listen to the story and bring the kids into it and listen to the story, because this is about the modern Sonic, not the classic Sonic. I'm sorry, but this is just because Sonic is in the futuristic. This is in, what year is it? 2011 going into 2012. So I will be making a story about that. So I'll keep you posted and I'll keep you updated. So sayonara for now, and I will be uploading as soon as I can. I wish I didn't have to do all those mistakes, and then I realised, because I recently read this on YouTube, on the camera to YouTube, because I felt like it. So I hope this is not, Disney ain't gonna block it or whatever, because I wanted to read it to you and I wanted to show you. I hope it doesn't get copyright blocked by WMG, but you know, because there's no songs or anything, so I think it'll be okay. So yeah, quite looking forward to Christmas. No, I'm really looking forward to Christmas. I don't know if any of you just, you know, I've actually when you advent calendar chocolates, and it was the 7th because that's my sister's birthday. Happy birthday, Christiana. Keep you posted and keep you up to date. So that's my sister out the way now, so yeah, I'll have to go over and see him tomorrow. So yep. How much does it cost to live in this world? I don't know. That's my smile. Sorry. Yeah, I got the funny teeth in the front. Sorry, just couldn't help it. If Zanny Zarak could do it, I was trying to do that funny smile thing. It doesn't work well with me, but Zanny Zarak does. I like Zanny Zarak, he's funny. He even went this far. My eyes are so squinty because they're so small and weak, because I haven't worn my glasses, you see. Naughty, naughty boy. Oosh, oosh. Yeah, okay. Sayonara, muchas gracias, and all the good things to say goodbye with. And if you wonder where I got sayonara from, it's Zanny Zarak. Yeah, so yeah. Muchas gracias, and all good things to say goodbye with.